Hello, will be speaking today on frequency and how it applies to each of you, but also how you each emit that which you create cohesively, collectively, collaboratively upon this plane. Many of you feel victim. And I speak not specifically to the unique individuals who have joined us live. Many of you have in some cases taken personally the challenges which you are experiencing upon this plane at this time. Indeed feeling victim to such in many cases. We are here to help you to remember that you collaboratively create all that is. And indeed, what a blessing this is. It will be helpful for you each to think of an example of something which you had experienced in the past month to 6 weeks, which you did not like. Something that maybe happened in your life, perhaps in a relationship, perhaps at work, perhaps a dynamic with a friend, a lover, a teacher, someone you admire. It could also be something an extension of yourself, which does not seem so personal, but which has affected you personally. Something which you found challenging, something which you did not prefer. Let's put it that way. We will use this as an example to assist you each in realizing or remembering the truth that you are in creation of all that is at all times. As uncomfortable as such experiences may be, we will assist you in remembering that you create all with frequency as a collective in order to learn, in order to aid one another, and indeed in order to expand as a localized frequency, meaning your plane, and into effectively assisting all else in creation, all else that is. There is not some separate entity which is the creator. You are each creating all the time. You, by not preferring, you by even disliking or detesting something which has come into being, assists the frequency in its shifting, in its revolution, in its turning, in order to shift all that is into a new frequency, one which one does prefer. It is necessary for you each to notice, this I do not agree with, this I do not feel in resonance with, this I do not prefer, this does not feel resonant upon a soul level. The problem for many of you is that you, and indeed now I do speak to those in the select smaller group whom are listening live, as well as so many of you who have felt drawn to these channelings. Many of you were already in recognition of what you do not prefer. And although you are in such place of consciousness previous to many of these experiences, your own energy is being used greatly to shift all into a new frequency. Each of you new coming into this plane, in this incarnation, in this vessel that you have chosen for this journey, that you would be existing on frequencies of being which are not your preference. But by you visualizing what it is you wish to bring into being, You are, Dushna, changing all that is to a degree that is much more, Dushna, powerful than most of you are in comprehension of. It is most uncomfortable to exist upon a plane where the base level frequency is lower than that of your own. We have great compassion for each of you and indeed admiration for the courage and endurance which you display by being here and indeed by having chosen to come here as permeators of higher frequency upon a plane which does not share your own resonance, or at least not reflected culturally. We remind you that the very earth that you stand on, sit on, dwell upon, does indeed hold such frequencies. And so tuning into such will assist you each greatly in remembering that you are not alone here in your chosen resonance, in your natural or base level resonance. We will take a moment now to speak with each of you through the vibrational frequency of what is being called light language, in order to help to assist you to connect with your own higher frequencies. While you are so used to being the ones who raise such upon your own planes, we will assist you with meeting your guides in the middle by assisting you by tuning you with such sound frequency, reminding you of the connection that you always have with your guides, and indeed with all that is. By connecting Krishna consciously on a regular basis, you will be assisted greatly upon this plane with the work that you are each doing. We will begin. As we speak, please breathe in through this energy portal. This is a frequency tuning to assist you with connection. You may choose to focus upon your guides, how you visualize them, what your connection feels like, how your body feels now, and how you feel at the end of the session, so to speak. We remind you that since space and time is essentially an illusion, we are all connected at all times. And by way of tuning, we can connect with that which we most deeply resonate with. This is to assist you, since your frequencies have been challenged greatly recently, and low frequencies, as you wish to rise, naturally wish to bring you back down again. This is not a big issue, although it may seem to be an extremely difficult challenge to overcome. Indeed, by way of frequency and due to these lower frequencies drawing you downward, so to speak, in order to simplify, we will use the word downward. Indeed, space does not exist, so this is essentially symbolic. But by way of these lower frequencies drawing you downward, you become stronger, you become more crystallized, and indeed you assist us all in raising the frequency of the all, not just within yourself, not just within your own plane, but interreflectively across all planes. We will begin in this light language retuning, simply reminding you of your innate connection, and assisting you with both recognizing and remembering this, making it easier for you to forge such connections, even amidst such energies which may be attempting to draw you downward. We remind you that upon this polaric plane, where you have these opposites or apparent opposites, still all is essentially one. And so these frequencies we speak of that may be asking you to come downward are, when observed from a greater perspective, essentially in balance with the all and necessary for your own growth. Many of you who are more conscious are exhausted from navigating such frequencies. We remind you that the most important thing that any of you will do while upon this plane is assisting with raising the frequency here. And so today we will be discussing such and reminding you of your innate and ever expansive powers. Indeed, you are empowered by the all, and you are all of the all. And so you are all powerful. We will not speak in English for a moment. We will only speak in what is being termed light language. We will call this frequency tuning. Remember, just to allow your breath to take the place of any thoughts which may come to distract you during this process, and breathe into or visualize light pouring in through your third eye portal. Tamsin's vessel will be utilized as symbolic for each of your vessels. And so you may wish to close your eyes, or you may wish to watch as we work on her own vessel and on you each by way of this process. We will begin. Taking in a nice deep breath through the portal in your forehead. Continue this while we do this work. Breathe out as you intuit. We will be releasing much. Sant orna sak alak yenitsist orna so chut ok ana satete hana sataka hana suturna hyathu ha oyena su ha fotok ha fuena santaka orna sut ono sukatichit ono uyat orna sitatur tichitaka Huna sata hana sitatir hono sotu shvinaka hiana ha hana suna saka hana sa sianata. Hold your heart if you feel to kono sinat. Oina tortik no orn nata hiana hara tu huno. See if you can breathe more deeply. Breathing in through the nostrils, out through the mouth. Hana santo ufuno jata. Hana setete. Huyana funa ta shana to ha yana suyana shan. というか、そう。We will speak in this language, so to speak. We will speak in vibrational sound much throughout this session. We wanted to begin in order to bring ourselves all together in our frequency and also to remind you of your innate connection and indeed powers. Kur. And I said that the